Welcome back to another episode of Weekender Garage. In this one, we are finally moving on to the motor for the brown wagon. The plan is to get this thing resealed. I have got hopefully everything I need, every gasket. We're actually gonna do the head gasket as well. So that means I got the head bolts as well, because I'm sure a lot of people will yell at me if I reuse those. Not saying that I've done that before. Anyways, so I also got the clutch redone as well, from Tennessee Clutch. Again, if you're a local, check them out. They do an awesome job. The clutch and the Miata is actually from Tennessee Clutch, and it's held up all the power and the clutch kicking and everything. So I definitely will always suggest them to people. Obviously, if you like are pushing big power, go get you a nice clutch. But let's go ahead, let's get this thing taken apart. Let's start resealing it. So we got a lot done so far. We've gotten the exhaust manifold off, the intake manifold off, all of the timing assembly, and the valve cover. And I've also tried my best to be organized while doing this, and I got this shelf cleaned off, and this will be the brown wagon shelf for now. So the next thing we're going to do is take the valve train off and then do the valve stem seals. I think it should be a lot easier to do with the head still connected to the block, so it's sturdy and we don't have to fight it on the table, which I did when I did the valve stem seals for the Miata. So hopefully I got a better game plan here and it shouldn't be as hard. Let's get all this stuff unboxed, find the valve stem seals, and then start knocking them out. There we go, our valve stem seals. Let's get these put in. So when you're installing this valve train, you usually start here and then you work your way to the outside and you end up on the caps. So I'm pretty sure to remove this you just go inwards. So let's do it. So this is my valve spring removing tool that I bought when I was rebuilding the engine for the Miata. So let's see if we can get this to work for the Civic engine. So I think we should remove this, and it should give us a little bit more real estate for the bracket. And when I say bracket, I mean this thing. So hopefully we can find some mounting holes for it. Which it's looking like we might not be able to do it. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. Gonna get this other side on here. So the plan is to add compressed air to this cylinder. I got my compressor set to 40 psi, so that should keep the valves up and not fall in while we're doing this. So let's see if it works. So we gotta get this little guy out without damaging the valve, so we gotta be really careful. There it is. We got it out. Now we have 15 more to do, and this one was basically glued in there, so it's gonna be a fun time. Crap. Alright, so I have cleaned it up as good as I can, tried to get as much as the old stuff off and the crud and everything. So now, take our seal and this little guy, which goes right here over your valve stem, and then your valve stem seal will just slide down. So you want to get some oil, usually just grab some from right here, put it all in your valve stem seal, put it all around this, then slide it on. And then you'll take a socket that fits real nice around the valve stem seal. I got a 10 millimeter. Then you'll just push it down. I'm pretty sure you should hear a click. Just for safe measures, put it back on there, give it a little couple taps. And that should be it. So now let's get the spring, the retainer, and the keepers back on and get this valve completely done. Before I forget, make sure you take this little tube off the actual valve stem. So this part is a little tricky. Maybe not. First try. Alright, this one's done. Now we gotta do the rest of them. It might help if I, put the air to the compressor. Well, I might have screwed up. So this valve right here would not release when I was pushing down on it. Even with the 40 psi in the cylinder, it was still opening the valve, so that those keepers were basically glued to the valve. So I switched methods and tried the hammer out method, which ended up working, but we lost the keeper. A keeper went ejected somewhere, and it kind of sounded like it went in the motor. So now I'm kind of don't want to move anymore until I find the keeper. So my plan is to flip the motor over, open the oil pan, and see if it fell in there, because it sounded like it down the block. So let's get to that. We have success. The valve keeper was in the bottom end. I'll show you. All right, take a look right there. There she blows. Good job. Obviously we could have bought more keepers, but it would have held out this video a little bit, or I'll have to get crafty to figure out a way to finish it out. So let's try not to lose them for the next round. Maybe put some tape around it. I don't know. I'll figure out a way. But hopefully the rest of them come off easy and don't get stuck. But regardless, let's jump back into it. what we gotten done so far is we got the valve stem seals replaced. We got the rocker assembly and the camshaft put back in place. I put assembly lube on everything, so we should be good there. Also cleaned up a lot of this. I got all the sludge out of the channels in here. Feel a little bit better about the top end. So then we moved on to the timing side. We did the cam shaft seal, and we started taking the water pump off and oil pump off. So then I was moving to get all those seals out and the timing belt kit and all that, and I realized I'm missing my timing belt kit. Turns out O'Reilly's never gave me a timing belt kit. I had to do some of my own research, and I'll post my story here, which basically shows all my parts missing the timing belt kit, and it's on both parties. It's on me and O'Reilly's. I should have checked and I should have known what I was getting, but I don't know, I guess I must have been out of my mind, tired, whatever. But I just went up there. They're pretty cool about it. They got me one ordered, should be here Tuesday, but that means we're not gonna be able to finish this motor in this video, which kind of sucks, but we got a lot done. So on that note, I still have to order some more stuff. We'd had to wait anyways because I did not think about this little seal right here for the oil pump. So I got that ordered, some other little seals ordered as well, like the distributor O-ring and other little things I could think of that I have not ordered. So I got that coming in from Rock Auto, should be here next week as well. So hopefully the next video, this motor should be fully ready to go. Put the transmission back on it and hopefully get it going in the car. So with all that being said, we're ending it here. If you like this video, leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and leave a comment of things you liked or didn't like in this video. I'll see you next one.